Okay, let's be real. Who hasn't fantasized about ditching their 9 to 5 and jetting off to some exotic locale? You know, the kind of place where the drinks are strong, the food is cheap, and the Wi-Fi is surprisingly decent. And honestly, with the way things are going these days, who could blame you? Rent's sky high, gas prices are giving me anxiety, and let's not even talk about the price of a decent avocado anymore. So yeah, escaping the US is starting to sound pretty damn good right about now. But where to go? Don't worry, boo, your girl's got you covered. We're about to dive into the top 10 affordable countries to escape to, where you can live your best life without going completely broke. Buckle up, Buttercup, it's about to get good. Kicking off our list at number 10, we've got Colombia. And no, I'm not talking about the drug cartels from Narcos, okay? Colombia's come a long way, baby. Think stunning beaches, lush rainforests, vibrant cities, and people who know how to party. Seriously, Colombians know how to have a good time, and they'll make sure you do too. Plus, your dollar goes a long way here. We're talking rent starting at $500 a month in major cities. $500? John could buy like one sock in New York for that price. And don't even get me started on the food. Colombian cuisine is like a flavor explosion in your mouth. Arepas, empanadas, bandeja paisa, I'm drooling just thinking about it. And the best part? You can feast like a queen or king, whatever you're into, for like $3 a meal. $3. That's less than my last Starbucks order, and I just got a black coffee that day. So if you're looking for a place to escape the craziness of the US, where you can live large on a budget and soak up some serious culture, Colombia needs to be on your radar. Alright, coming in hot at number 9, it's Thailand. This Southeast Asian gem is basically a rite of passage for anyone who's ever thought about ditching their cubicle for a life of adventure. Thailand is famous for its gorgeous temples, stunning beaches, and let's be real, some pretty wild nightlife. But what really makes Thailand special is its people. They don't call it the land of smiles for nothing, you know. And the best part? You can experience all this amazingness without breaking the bank. We're talking $1,000 a month to live like royalty, including rent, food, and enough Singa beer to make you forget your troubles. Whether you're a city slicker who wants to get lost in the neon-lit streets of Bangkok, a beach bum who dreams of sipping cocktails on the white sands of Phuket, or a culture vulture who wants to explore ancient ruins in Chiang Mai, Thailand has something for everyone. And did I mention the food? Oh my god, the food! Pad Thai green curry mango sticky rice? I could eat Thai food every day for the rest of my life and die a happy woman. Seriously? A plate of Pad See from a street vendor for $1? Sign me up. Just make sure you pack some Tums because things can get a little spicy. Okay, my loves, buckle up because we're heading to Nicaragua, the land of lakes and volcanoes. I mean, come on, how cool does that sound? This place is like Central America's best-kept secret. It's got this crazy charm, you know, with colorful colonial towns and beaches that'll make you want to ditch your phone and just soak it all in. And don't even get me started on the volcanoes. Talk about a hot date night spot. Imagine you, me, and a volcano, sipping on some cocktails, watching the sunset. Okay, maybe not erupting, but you get the picture. Nicaragua is perfect for those who like a little adventure with their relaxation. We're talking ziplining through the jungle, surfing those epic Pacific waves, and hiking up those majestic volcanoes. And the best part? You can do all of this without breaking the bank. Like seriously? Rent for like $300 a month? I spend more on John's truffle oil obsession. Let's talk about the beaches, people. Nicaragua's Pacific coastline is begging to be explored. Pristine white sand beaches with crystal clear water. No fighting for space with a million tourists. It's like having your own private paradise. For adrenaline junkies, it's a surfer's paradise. Whether you're a pro or a newbie, there's a wave with your name on it. Picture yourself catching a wave at sunset. Then kick back with a cold tona beer. Not into surfing? Try kayaking, paddleboarding, or fishing. You can even try volcano boarding. Surf down a volcano on a board. Embrace the simple life and connect with nature. Escape the hustle and recharge. So, what are you waiting for? Get on a plane and say hola to Nicaragua. Alright, my little dumplings, next stop, Vietnam. Think lush rice paddies, bustling cities, ancient temples, and food, glorious food, street food that'll blow your mind for just $1. A steaming bowl of pho for less than your coffee. Vietnamese cuisine is all about fresh herbs, bold flavors, and that perfect balance of sweet, sour, spicy, and savory. It's like a party in your mouth. From banh mi sandwiches to fresh spring rolls, your taste buds won't know what hit them. Vietnam isn't just about the food, it's also a country steeped in history and culture. With ancient temples, bustling markets, and cities like Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City. And if you're looking for something laid back, head to Ha Long Bay. Google it. It's like something out of a movie. Perfect to chill out and soak up the sun. Okay, let's talk cities. Hanoi, the capital, is a whirlwind of activity. Think narrow alleyways, street vendors, and hidden temples. It's a sensory overload. Ho Chi Minh City mixes old and new, rooftop bars and street food markets. Vietnam's natural beauty is stunning. Ha Long Bay is a dream. Boat trips, kayaking, and junk boats. Trekking in Sapa, exploring the Mekong Delta, and caving in Phong Nha, Ki Bang. Vietnam has something for everyone. Pack your bags and get ready. All right, my little pastéis de nata lovers, get ready because we're heading to Europe. But hold on to your hats, because this isn't your typical pricey European vacation. We're talking about Portugal, my friends, where you can live like royalty on a peasant's budget. Portugal is like Europe's best-kept secret. It's got everything. Stunning beaches, charming towns, a rich history, delicious food. And did I mention the wine? Oh, the wine. We'll get to that later. Lisbon, the capital, is a city that will steal your heart. It's built on hills, so get ready for some killer views and a serious calf workout. But trust me, it's worth it. You can wander through the narrow streets of Alfama, the oldest district, hop on one of those iconic yellow trams, or just chill out at a cafe with a pastel de nata and an espresso. And if you're looking for something a little more laid back, head to Porto, the city that gave port wine its name. It's a city with a more relaxed vibe, and the Ribeira district, with its colorful houses and waterfront restaurants, is pure magic. Now, let's talk about the Algarve, Portugal's southernmost region. This place is basically a beach bum's paradise. We're talking golden sand beaches, crystal clear water, and dramatic cliffs. It's the perfect place to work on your tan, go for a swim, or just chill out with a good book and a glass of Vinho Verde. And for my history buffs, Portugal is packed with it. You've got castles, palaces, monasteries, and Roman ruins. Sintra, just outside of Lisbon, is like something out of a fairy tale, with its colorful palaces and lush gardens. And let's not forget about the food. Portuguese cuisine is all about fresh seafood, flavorful meats, and those little custard tarts that I'm obsessed with, pastel de nata, and the wine. Portugal is known for its port wine, but they also produce some amazing reds and whites. So what are you waiting for? Book that flight, pack your bags, and get ready to fall in love with Portugal. Just promise me you'll try a pastel de nata for me, okay? Okay guys, buckle up because we're headed south of the border to Mexico. And no, I'm not talking about that time John and I snuck away for a weekend of tequila and tacos. Though that is highly recommended. Mexico, you guys, it's like the ultimate fiesta for your senses. We're talking vibrant streets, spicy food that will make you sweat. The good kind, I swear. And beaches that belong on a postcard. Seriously, Tulum, get out of here with that turquoise water. And the best part? Your wallet won't cry itself to sleep at night. Rent starts at like $400 in some towns. That's less than my last online shopping spree. And the food? Don't even get me started. Tacos, tamales, fresh guac, all for less than you'd spend on a green juice in LA. So basically, Mexico is calling your name. Pack your swimsuit, your appetite, and maybe some extra tequila salt. Trust me, you're gonna need it. Now let's talk destinations, because Mexico is not a one-size-fits-all kind of place. First up, Oaxaca. It's like a burst of color and flavor exploded all over the place. Think Frida Kahlo vibes, incredible mole sauce. Seriously, it's life-changing. And markets overflowing with textiles that would make even the most seasoned shopper drool. And then there's Tulum. Remember that turquoise water I mentioned? Yeah, that's Tulum, baby. It's like the cool kid at the beach, all zen and laid back, with yoga retreats and ancient Mayan ruins just hanging out nearby. But honestly, you can't really go wrong in Mexico. Whether you're chasing waves in Sayulita, exploring the cobblestone streets of San Miguel de Allende, or just parking yourself on a beach with an endless supply of margaritas, Mexico is ready for you. Just promise me you'll send a postcard and maybe a tamale or two. All right, amigos, next up is Ecuador. And let me tell you, this country is like that friend who's always down for an adventure, whether it's hiking a volcano, exploring the Amazon rainforest, or chilling with giant tortoises. No, seriously, giant tortoises. We're talking next-level biodiversity here, people. You've got the Andes Mountains, the Amazon rainforest, and those iconic Galapagos Islands all in one place. It's like Mother Nature decided to throw a party and invited all the coolest creatures. But hold up, it gets even better. Ecuador is also easy on the wallet, which means more money for empanadas and those little hats they sell to tourists. Rent starts at around $300 in some cities, which is less than a pair of designer sunglasses. So basically, you can live like a king, or queen, in Ecuador without breaking the bank. And did I mention the food? Fresh fruit, seafood, and those cheesy, delicious empanadas. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. First up, you've got Quito, the capital city. It's perched high in the Andes Mountains with cobblestone streets, colonial architecture, and enough history to make your head spin. Plus, the views? Forget about it. Then there's the Amazon rainforest, which is basically like stepping onto the set of a National Geographic documentary. You've got monkeys swinging through the trees, colorful birds singing their hearts out, and maybe even a jaguar or two if you're lucky. Or unlucky, depending on your perspective. And of course, no trip to Ecuador is complete without a visit to the Galapagos Islands. It's like Darwin's own personal playground, with giant tortoises, blue-footed boobies, and marine iguanas just chilling like it's nobody's business. So yeah, Ecuador is pretty much a nature lover's dream come true. Just pack your hiking boots, your swimsuit, and maybe an extra suitcase for all the souvenirs you're gonna want to buy. All right, folks, get ready to say hello to Indonesia. This sprawling archipelago is like something out of a dream, with over 17,000 islands just begging to be explored. We're talking turquoise waters, white sand beaches, ancient temples hidden in lush jungles. It's basically paradise on Earth. And yes, before you ask, Bali is just as magical as you've heard. Imagine waking up to the sound of waves crashing, sipping your coffee with a view of rice paddies that seem to stretch on forever, and then spending your day surfing, exploring hidden waterfalls, or just soaking up the sun. But here's the best part. Indonesia won't break the bank. Seriously, you can live like a sultan, or sultana, because girl power, on a shoestring budget. Think $400 for a villa in Bali, $1 for delicious street food, and even cheaper beers than you'll find in college. So pack your bags, grab your sunscreen, and get ready for an adventure. Indonesia is calling, and trust me, you don't want to miss this. Bali might be the Instagram darling, but Indonesia offers so much more. Discover ancient wonders like Borobudur, a sprawling Buddhist temple, or visit Komodo National Park to see real-life dragons. These prehistoric creatures will amaze you. For underwater adventures, Indonesia is a diver's paradise. Explore vibrant coral reefs and shipwrecks, swim with manta rays. Indonesia is a choose-your-own-adventure place. Whether you're a beach bum, history buff, or adrenaline junkie, Indonesia has it all. Be prepared to fall in love with this country. Okay guys, we're down to number 2. And listen, if you haven't booked a flight by now, you're seriously missing out. Greece, people. The land of Zeus, goddesses, and like the most gorgeous sunsets you've ever seen. Imagine you, a glass of wine, or like a whole bottle, no judgment here, overlooking the Aegean Sea. Honey, that's the life. And the best part? It doesn't cost $1 zillion. We're talking rent starting at $500 a month in those cute little towns. $500. I spent more on takeout in a week. Plus the food is to die for. Fresh seafood, that creamy feta cheese, olives galore. It's like a Mediterranean dream come true. And don't even get me started on the history. I'm talking ancient ruins, temples, amphitheaters. It's like stepping back in time. Only instead of togas, you can wear like a cute sundress and sandals. And did I mention the gyros? Because seriously, the gyros. I could write a love letter to those things. They're like the perfect street food and they're cheap. You can find them on practically every corner and they're always satisfying. Greece is just one of those places that has it all. Beauty, history, amazing food, and it won't break the bank. Run, don't walk. All right, my Wanderlust warriors, we've made it to the #1 affordable escape, Cambodia. Buckle up, Buttercup, because this Southeast Asian gem is about to rock your world. First of all, let's talk temples. I'm talking about Angkor Wat, people. This place is like straight out of an Indiana Jones movie, only way more beautiful and without the whole, booby trap situation. Imagine these massive stone temples, covered in intricate carvings surrounded by lush jungle. It's seriously breathtaking. And the best part, Cambodia is crazy affordable. We're talking rent for as low as $200 a month. Like what? You could literally live in a palace for the price of a parking spot in New York City? And the food? Don't even get me started. We're talking flavorful curries, fresh spring rolls, and the most amazing seafood you've ever tasted. All for like $1 a meal. Cambodia is the perfect place to ditch the rat race, immerse yourself in a new culture, and just find your zen. Well, there you have it, my travel buddies. 10 amazing countries that won't have you stressing over your bank account. From the beaches of Colombia to the temples of Cambodia, the world is your oyster. So, pack your bags, grab your passport, and get ready for an adventure. Which one will you choose? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more travel inspo. Until next time, happy travels.